So first, you need to get some table roll cover, a plastic poly table roll cover. Then you need to cut out, I'm going to do 16 inches. So every pom-pom row is 4 inches for this size, like the typical size. But I'm not going to do one at a time. That's going to take me forever, especially when I need like 4,000 black pom-poms. So I'm going to figure out how I can do that in multiples, which will be 16 inches. Which is right there. And I'll probably fast forward some parts of these videos so that you don't have to watch me doing this for all of eternity. But decorating, we're working on decorating a float for our dance group in the Riverboat Days Parade every year. We try to get a float going out there, and Banster Transportation donates their flat deck to us, and it is 53 feet long, which is pretty long, and the lower part is 43 feet. So I'm going to use these clips to make sure it stays in line. I'll just keep doing that. Making the accordion cut. This is the first time I'm doing this. I have no practice. And I didn't feel like practicing before making a video because that'll just take too long. I don't have time to practice. So there's another edge right there. Use another clip. Keep those edges together. And just lift this up. Actually, I think I gotta clip this one too. Oh yes, I do. So I guess you gotta re-clip every single time you make a fold. So you'll be re-clipping 4 clips every time you make a fold. Pretty sure if you're off an inch, I mean, yeah, an inch, as long as it's not short an inch, bigger than an inch would be okay. A little longer. So we're going to make great big button blankets on our parade float. So I reclip these ones over here again. Every single time we make a fold, we have to reclip. I just hope that these edges are getting nice and straight because I'm going to cut them after down here. See how many I could do before I get started here. Showing you the next step. Maybe this is the last one. Line up those edges, make sure it's not smaller. That figure is okay, but make sure it lines up to the top one. as much as possible, because that's the one we measured. Don't line it up to the bottom one, otherwise you might be just getting bigger and bigger and bigger. So just re-clip that. Go. So I'm gonna just cut that now. Cut it down this line right here. It's good if you have a nice sharp scissor. If there was 2 people, this would be so much easier if somebody could pull things, but it's possible to do it with one person. As you can see. So just roll that up and get that out of the way. And now we're going to make the 16-inch pieces by probably pulling this down a little bit. Feels easier to do this flat on the table. Make sure you cut all the folds. Yeah, the thing, if you make it too big and they don't line up, then by the time you get to the 16 inches, the 4-inch pom-pom will be like a 5 or a 6-inch pom-pom. And I'm right-handed, so I'm going to flip this around. Otherwise, I'm going to struggle cutting it the other way. So I searched and I searched and I searched online for pom-poms, and I came up with a million cheerleader pom-poms. So I guess cheerleading is pretty big out there in this world of sports, which is pretty good. Watching the all-native basketball tournament is really exciting. You cheer on your hometown. And I'm sure all of those Canucks fans had their share of cheering too. Probably wish they had some pom-poms. Maybe would have added more energy to Canucks winning. Who knows? So now we have, how many pieces did I cut? 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have 5 pieces. So instead of cutting 1 piece at a time, I'm going to be cutting 5. And if ideally I had more time, I would be cutting this whole roll into 16 pieces before I start cutting more. But I'm just going to make this short video for you and line up all these 4-inch pieces now. I like to use the edge here. I made 1 pom-pom earlier with 1 strip, and I'm like, yeah, it turned out pretty good, especially since we're going to be putting it flat. I mean, the ones you buy, they have double the amount of puff, but since we're going to be putting it flat, it should be okay to do just one side. One layer, I mean. So there we go with our 16 inches, and I'll just do the 4, 8, 12, and was 16 right there. I had a yardstick laying around. I don't know where it disappeared. 4, 8, 12, and then 16. So I'm going to fold this again. Actually, I probably could have just folded this in half and folded this in half. Why am I measuring? Oh my God. Then you don't even have to worry if you're over an inch. So let's see how that works. Probably get rid of one of these. Push it down there a bit more so we don't mess it all up. And there we go. Don't mind my ugly fingernails. I have a nail biting issue that I'm trying to get over. It's not easy to have stimming activities that actually hurt yourself. Some sort of self-mutilation to get through some pain. Get into the therapy part of this discussion, which is always something I always get into because that's who I am. But yeah, just cut it again. It looks like it's not so hard of a process doing it this way. As it would be like this morning when I cut one piece, it was so hard to get that perfect 4-inch. Uh-oh, I lost it. On this side. What you're listening to is bilateral sounds, EMDR. If you have headphones or surround sound system in your place and you listen to this, it will help you heal through some traumas, ones that you don't have words for. This is not working out so great on myself. I guess it's good to go over the edge. And there you go. And I made a mess, but I'm sure it's fine. Yeah, EMDR helps heal trauma stuck in your body, which I'm thinking that were methods used by shamans back in the day. So we never had all the fancy psychology words that people use these days, the doctors and the psychologists, but our shamans were quite competent in that area and knew exactly what they were doing. We were our own doctors in our own ways, and only certain people could be trained in it because it's a lot of information to hold. It's a lot of details. I think only one will be needed for this part. Unless I just put 2 side by side. Yeah, we used our drum beats and our rattles. Imagine that. And you'd have like laymen, not just the shaman, but you'd have laymen. They were the helpers, the people who were around, and they were the ones that drummed and the ones that rattled alongside the shaman. You'd have these beats all around you. Even when we're in Hobier and you hear all those beats all around you, we're unknowingly healing ourselves. Just subconsciously, it reaches our soul. And we connect with each other more and more and more. So it's really important to have those big healing festivals, like how they're having the Kamloops powwow down south. I wonder if this is good. I'm doing it this way now. Maybe it's better. Why did I think going the other way was easier? Anyways, this way seems easier now. And I'm not sliding it down either because it needs to be cut. So maybe the amount that I did, like the 5 layers, was probably enough. I think if you did more, it would be way too thick and difficult to achieve good results. But yeah, back to the EMDR bilateral sounds. I'm taking an expressive arts therapy course, and learning the connection between our own shamanic practices of ceremonial healing methods. Oh, there it is. It's all cut. To bring ceremony back. 1, 2, how many think you've got here? 20? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. There's one missing somewhere. So yes, I'm going to Manitoba next Sunday for a continuation of the courses I'm working on in expressive arts therapy. And so we'll be here all month for 3 weeks up until the decorating of the float. Then I'll return back. So I really need to get this show on the road to help decorate the float, get things ready before I leave. And I've not been able to find pompoms online unless you're paying $8 for 25 in the States, which is ridiculous. I think I found 2 websites under the whole damn internet that sold pom-poms, plastic pom-poms, wedding pom-poms for $8 US, and I would need like 190 of them black, and that is ridiculous. There is no way we will achieve that. We'll be like spending all of our fundraising money that we're trying to go to Tamix OBA with. So now I am, oh yes, I folded in half to make it easier, and it worked. It seemed to work pretty good. Fold it, and I'm just gonna make the accordion. Fold. When I get down to the end, you're gonna see it. Oh, maybe this will help. So it doesn't do that. The other time it was trying to not align with each other anymore. Probably would be smart if I had some string cut too already. But yes, I was just really just on the fly right now. Get things going. I want to hang up some pictures in my house and clean up a bit. So I want to get this out of the way so that everybody is prepared. And I just cut any old length. Probably could cut shorter, but then it'd be harder to tie. Maybe if you have a 2-person team, someone could be helping tie as you hold it. I'm just trying to get it in the middle as much as you can and tie that tight. Put a knot in there. Oh, look, it didn't even tie tight. What the heck? I guess it just came loose. I'm gonna just do it again. Whatever. Tie that tight. Put your finger on there this time. And there you go. So you've got to fluff that up. Find the end. Fluff, 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 fluff. Do the other side. Yeah, see, this is one layer. On the other ones, you'll see like there's two more. So they must put two of these in one. But there's no use in doing that when you only need half of the pom-pom. It'd be nice if we had some black string for this black here, and or maybe even just some twist ties that we could buy from Creative Zone. I'm pretty sure they sell these too. These pre-made pom-poms. So there you have two. I think the double tie on that made that. Actually, no. There you go. Two pom-poms. And that's how you make wedding or parade pom-poms to decorate a float. I've seen they make this, in the States they use something called pumps, which seems like a lot more work. But maybe it's not, because that's the method they use. But you need to glue it on, and you can't do it at home. And yeah, it pretty much means that you have to be all together on site, helping each other glue these weird little squished up squares of paper onto the float, and you have to glue it, and it's paper. It's not plastic, which in terrace will probably be destroyed from the rain that we often see. So I hope you like this tutorial on how to make pom-poms and my little discussion with you. Have a good rest of the day.